So welcome to Box Lunch, Ala Moana. Lots of great statues. I saw a few things that caught my eye. Not gonna lie. As far as the pops go, finally getting in. They had some new pops, but fortunately it's stuff we already seen or got. Or if it's the new pops, it's stuff that I really wasn't interested in. Don't get me wrong, part of me still kind of wants Zoran. But since nobody's picking him up, I don't think it's going to go up in price or honestly be anything special. But that's just me. I don't know what you guys. Welcome to Barnes & Noble's Ala Moana. Had some pretty good stuff. Lego wise, I have the birds, Taj Mahal, which was pretty awesome. Pyramid. Lots of great statues.
Let me get the letter. I might have it wrong. I don't have it. Okay, I gave you the envelope.
Not bad on the anime stuff. They had a bunch of new pops. A couple that I thought of getting. Somebody finally had the Wizard of Oz pops. One of each one. The new anniversary Sleeping Beauty. Some pretty good stuff. A few interesting stuff that I would think of getting. Welcome again to Outer Realms, Hawaii's premium comic book place.
Okay.
As well as Warhammer, as well as board games. Unfortunately, Not a lot of pops, but they do have some collectibles. Some old school collectibles sometimes. And they have all of this. So it's definitely a good time to stop off. This whole section, as usual, is their card and board game area. Which is probably about 1/3 of the store. Gotta love those dragons. I definitely need a Tiamat. You know, the funny part is, with all the board games and with all the Warhammer stuff, I kind of have this strange feeling that they should be selling a bunch of Lego stuff too. But definitely if you need Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer, Star Wars Warhammer, gotta stop off. Gotta spend some money and pick some stuff up. Paint. They also have, like I said in my last video for them, 2 rooms to play games in. Look at this entire wall. Literally their entire back wall of the whole store is Warhammer. Got some old school X-Men figures. Some of the newer stuff. X-Men, Star Wars, some old Alien figures. A couple G.I. Joe classifieds. A couple lightsabers. Aladdin figures, which literally is old. A little bit statues. A lot of graphic novels. And that's why we usually end up here for the comics and the graphic novels. And wall to wall, at least in this area, comics. Some incredible old school graded comics. And some kid books. It's still bright and early. So little by little, I'm trying to figure out which comics I want. Which is pretty hard. especially finding some of these old comics. No, I'm not looking for the graded comics. I just want comics that I remember as a kid and that is possible nobody else remembers or has ever seen.
Disney.
But that's just me. I do remember a lot of these Hulk comics. I don't think I've ever seen the Power Ranger comics.
Disneyland. What? I just randomly walked into
Some Star Wars statue.
doesn't do roller coasters, and she doesn't have friends.
Definitely need to pick up a couple of graphic
The
novels.
roller coasters.
Remember, no,
Gotta find a couple graphic
Makes me
novels
puke.
that I seriously need.
it makes you puke. That's why you don't like it.
There are a few,
Don't like roller coasters.
but they're split into parts.
It's awesome. It's boring. So yeah, it's no shit. Remember
That's why you make it fun.
no shit. When you play fucking video games all day, like
Little by little, gotta find
that if you don't get butterflies in your
everything.
then you have no soul. Because as a kid, you should have.
I've always said it sucks being a collector. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Welcome to From the Heart.
Right? Hey,
Uh,
I was going to say,
the
where
owner
is
Ken
everybody?
has been really changing this place back to what it used to be, which is small collectibles, trading cards, and pops. A lot of imported collectibles, lots of trading cards, some great Hot Wheels. And a crap load of pops. Honestly, if you're collecting base or cards, pops,
Weird color.
and you can walk away from the store without buying one of the other, I'd say you're crazy.
Not buying it. Not bad.
With the amount of pops that this store has,
I'm like, let them sit for a little while.
Oh my god. Oh, the Halo Cube is really rough.
there's gotta be
This one is cool.
something
Yeah.
you're gonna walk away with.
Can you just get the Glennon on $20.99? What was I thinking of getting?
Small selection of
Using venture group stars.
collectibles. More collectible Hot Wheels, more G.I. Joes, some NECA Turtles.
I don't know what is that.
Some Legos. They definitely reordered the store.
Red Hades.
So
Diamond.
most of the Legos or most of the pops are actually together
Diamond version.
The chase. The chase.
by series.
Looks pretty cool. I forgot what I was looking for. I'm so mad.
Arthur.
Oh, I think I remember.
What are you looking for? Yeah, we got a lot of the things. You just leave those there. Just hold on one moment. Jason. Yeah. He wants 20 penny sleeves.
Like I said, a lot of different types of pops. It's hard to say. It's hard to come in this store and actually walk away without buying anything.
He's making sure. Oh, that's fast.
150. Incredible single.
Whew, damn. Kind of want it, but it's a lot of money.
Some G.I. Joe
My
pops.
pet monster.
Turtle pops.
Is it?
Yes.
32. Fancy bed.
And then the Great Wall.
Oh, so here? Yeah. This one thing's even this one.
Mostly everything on this side is Disney,
All day.
cartoons, some of the expensive stuff. Some Marvel, some Star Wars. This wall is mostly Marvel and everything else.
Review it.
Yeah.
Like I said, you'll find something. Yo, what's up, guys? So, as you can see, just 4 stores, very small toy hunt, none of the book offs, which is pretty insane, but pretty good week as far as reveals go. So if you saw in my hand, picked up Thundercats number 2 from Star Comics. That's all they had. From what I've seen, Thundercats number 1 is pretty insane. It's pretty up there in price. But it's a good place to start. Definitely need Silverhawks. Need a few more. Ooh, excuse me. But I'm pretty excited for it. Also, picked up 2 G.I. Joes. G.I. Joe number 26. Restarting my G.I. Joe comics. Unfortunately, this was one of the must-have for G.I. Joes. If you have never seen this comic, I recommend, of all the comics, there's 2 comics I'd recommend. Silent Intruder and this one, The Strangest Secrets of All. It is a classified file on Snake Eyes. But most of this comic goes back to Vietnam, to a small covert team of Stalker, Snake Eyes, and Tommy, who is Storm Shadow. And another member of the team is Scarlet. this is where the G.I. Joe team was honestly born, as the 4 members of this team was supposed to be the original 4 members of G.I. Joe. After General Hawk and, of course, General Colton. But this gives you a full-blown background into what this team was about, how Snake Eyes lost his voice and destroyed most of his face. This to me was a must-have, and if I can find Silent Intruder outside of the figurines, the combo pack, I'm definitely picking that up. Pretty excited for this. Also picked up this one, G.I. Joe number 30, the first appearance of the Dreadnoks, Buzzer, Ripper, and Torch. It's, as a Dreadnok fan, this is a must-have. This was one of the coolest comics at the end, as the Dreadnoks get tired and actually raid an Air Force base to trash the planes. They're chased down by G.I. Joes into a tunnel, and as the G.I. Joes are about to enter the tunnel, a huge semi comes rolling out of it. Skull and crossbones, chains. It literally looks like a wreck of a semi. As the Joes part to let the semi through, Zartan's the driver, pushes a button, and somehow the semi turns into a Hercules. A freaking plane, and it takes off. So that was definitely a must-have to me. I also picked up 3 Funkos. So first and foremost, I will say this, I honestly have never seen this one before. Oh, there. So it was literally a no-brainer to me, and that is Shimo from the Godzilla Kong, the New Empire. That's a better version of him doing his ice breath. There is a fire-breathing Godzilla, the Kong with the gauntlet, Scar King, Shimo, Suko, another Kong with the gauntlet, and another Godzilla. I believe these 2 are the 6-inch or 10-inch. So we've seen literally every single one of these figures but Shimo. So this was a pretty incredible find. And the flame is, or the ice breath is up there. And then, of course, the price for this is pretty surprising, because I had a $10 coupon, this literally became 83 cents. To have Shimo in my collection for 83 cents. Yeah, no brainer. So also found that at Barnes & Noble, the only one they had. Thanks to my friends at From the Heart, finally picked up Jupiter Jones from the Jupiter Ascending movie. Mila Kunis. So there is Jupiter Jones, Queen Jupiter, and Kane Wise. Shoot. What's his name? Channing Tatum. I think this is probably one of the hardest ones to find. The Queen Jupiter. I'm just glad I finally got a Mila Kunis Funko Pop. And to actually celebrate, I actually watched the movie. First time watching the movie. I've heard a lot of bad things about it. I can see what people were grumbling about. I still enjoyed the movie though, for what it was. Do I recommend the movie? If you like space action films, sure. If you like a good story, not really. The one major complaint for me was the first major battle that they had, which was a spaceship fight scene, which to me took way too damn long. But all in all, I was pretty entertained. And Mila Kunis. Literally, that's all you need to know. So, for the last pop, again, thanks to my friends from the Heart, finally got my Pretty Woman, Vivian Ward. So there's this Vivian Ward, the red dress Vivian Ward, and Edward Lewis. Richard Gere, I believe. But I am a pretty, not big, but pretty alright fan of Julia Roberts. I definitely wanted to get the Funko Pretty Woman is in my top 50, I guess, movies of all time, maybe. Hard to say. Definitely in my top 100 though. It's a movie I don't mind watching once every year. Maybe twice. Which is pretty good for me. There is not a lot of movies that I can say that about. Well guys, that's it. 3 great Funkos, 3 great comics. I'm pretty excited. As far as my movie pops go, honestly, I'm not sure how many more women Funkos I need. As far as the men, I think 2 or 3 more. Definitely want Mad Mardigan from Willow, as well as the General from Willow, because that guy look insane. I do want Prince Akeem, because let's face it, Coming to America was insanely funny. Eddie Murphy, definitely need a pop for him. I know there is somebody else. Other than that, I definitely need more women Funko Pops. Unfortunately, I can't really think of any big name women stars that have Funkos that I want. But I know it's gonna get finished sooner or later. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon. Technically tomorrow is the big Collectors Expo down at Ala Moana Hotel. Definitely hitting that up. Possibly downtown Book Off. We'll see. It's gonna be a big day. Take care, guys. Aloha.